Teaching now. Teaching TOP. I got some new stuff that I've never taught before. So it's time to bring this thing to life now. Time to turn into a millionaire.
An unbelievable type of guy. A multi-million dollar earner type of guy. Yeah, I'm just excited about bringing this gentleman up here to the stage. He's explosive. So I asked him to come out here today and to be the guest speaker of this event, be an honorary member, because as I explained earlier, he is a big part of W3. He was with me on the grind, day in and day out in the middle of the Cleveland winter. You know, back in the day when we got started with the W3 movement, the companies that wanted us to do events for them did not allow us to go to doors. So we'd actually have to go to the territory and shovel our space to set up. So he's been with me through all of that. He signed the first lease for the W3 movement. He signed it right on the hood of my car. We got that picture till today. So he's been with me through a lot of ups and downs. And I just appreciate the honor that he has for me and for you, Ian's. I think I ever said that before. It sounds kind of cool. So he has a tremendous amount of honor and respect for you all and for myself. He's my brother in Christ. He's my brother in life. He's a brother from another mother. I love him. Kevin loves him. Carlos loves him. TOP loves him. He's one of the highest producers in the entire network. He's just a really big impact maker, and we trust him with all of our heart. So we wanted to have him come up here today and educate you and motivate you and inspire you on some of the things that he has been doing to help his network grow nationwide from corner to corner. So help me make some real noise and give me some energy for Jonathan Manning!
What's going on, guys? What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Good. Thank you guys for having me. Take a seat. I got 45 minutes to drop it like it's hot. So, listen, I got to give a big shout out to the two people that changed my entire life, Mike and Kev. I'm going to give them a lot more love tomorrow because I only got 45 minutes on this one. But I can tell you wholeheartedly that I would not be the person that I am today if it was not for them. So one thing that I am very conscious of is I am fully aware of who I am and why I'm here. And I would never for a second be anything that y'all see me today. If y'all think I'm smart, trust me, it's hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of time that these guys have poured into my life. I have studied them a lot, all right? I know that some of you guys went to Mike and was like, he sounds like you in a way, Mike. Well, listen, man, you know how many hours I used to listen to Mike? I used to record it and listen to it over and over and over and over and over. Because one of my number one goals is I wanted to be like Mike. I know that's a thing, but that was actually a goal. One of the stories that I just mentioned when I was up here just now, is about that time when Mike was, cursing us out. He asked everybody in the room, what did they want to be? And some people said laundromat. He was like, laundromat? You want to own a laundromat? Right? Some people had it. And I'm the only one that said, I want to be a partner with Mike. That was my answer. I was very clear about that. I dropped out of school. Come on. Right? I dropped out of school. I wanted to be a partner with Mike. So believe me when I say, like, I have the opportunity to speak to a lot of people. And the question that always comes up is, hey, how did this all get started? And I will always start off by, in 2005, I met a man named Mike Diodamo. So once again, give it up for Mike, everybody. I said, give it up for Mike, everybody! And man, listen, at my lowest moments, this guy, Kev D, was there for me. I'm not even gonna go there too much. I don't want to get choked up, but Kevin's been a big brother to me, man, and really has took me at moments where I did not even know if I was going to make it the next day, you know? And, you know, even up to just stuff that I went through recently, he spent about like 5 hours in the office that day, just really making sure my head is right. So let's give a big shout out to Kevin. My goal here today is if I'm successful in 45 minutes, and listen guys, I'm like Mike in a lot of ways. I could teach for 3 days straight, Danielle knows this, but I got 45 minutes to teach you guys how to be millionaires. My goal is if I'm completed, like if I do this right, everybody in here will be a millionaire by the time I'm finished. If I'm right in this, everybody in here will be a millionaire by the time I finish this, all right? Now listen, I don't know who follows me online. I'm gonna give $30 out to see if you guys know my theme right here. I have this quote that I say, money is a what? Money is a tool. Ooh, come on, I can't give you $30. You work with me. Money is a mindset. This is what I'm gonna talk about a lot, right? Money is a mindset. Now I'm gonna stretch you guys. Mike talked about going psychological, right? So I'm just gonna dive very psychological real quick and jump out of here. Can we do that real fast? All right, cool. So listen, I'm gonna start off by saying this. Alvin Toffler says the illiterate of the 21st century is not those that can't read or write, but those that can't learn, unlearn, and relearn. All right? So the illiterate of the 21st century is not those that can't read or write, but those that can't learn, unlearn, and relearn. The problem with a lot of people is they are very good at learning, but they suck at unlearning what they just learned. And we know that, right? Because we always taught from the time we was a kid, right? And we were taught a certain way in how to think about money, how to process different things. And now you wonder why you've been in this, this culture for so long and you're still not at the top position yet. Why is that? You see guys like Sam, you see guys like Darwin, you see Matt, you see these guys, they making money. Listen, these guys are making money, not fake money. Not monopoly money. It's in their bank accounts. And you say, oh man, listen, I'm motivated, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna make it happen. And you don't. You don't make it happen. Why is that? Because you have a hard time unlearning what you learned. You are who you are, player. That's what Jay-Z said. You were who you were before you even got here. Isn't that what he said, Mike?
You were who you were before you got here.
You can't unlearn who you were to even become the new version of who you are going to be. It's literally the 21st century. Those that can't read or write, but those that can't learn, unlearn, or relearn. I want you guys to stretch your thinking. If I'm right, then and money's a mindset, that means you have to change the thought processes that you guys have, right? And one of the things that I'm gonna ask, and I'm gonna start off with this point right here. And I'm gonna say some things that probably has not been said on the stage. But it's totally fine. Because I'm gonna stretch you guys. Can we do that? Yeah. All right, if I was playing one-on-one with LeBron James right now, if I was playing one-on-one basketball with LeBron James right now, who would win? LeBron. Man, y'all said that very fast. So LeBron would win, right?
You will win.
No, probably LeBron would win. Actually, not probably, LeBron would definitely win. Yeah, 100% actually. 100%, not even a question. Game 21, one-on-one, LeBron will what?
21-0.
He won 21, probably 0. Now, if I got 2 points, to me, that's probably a what?
A win.
It's probably a win. I'm probably going back like fam. I ain't gonna front, man. I got 2 points on that brother. What if I played LeBron James one-on-one every single day? Then I'll get better every day, right? Yeah. Like, normally I would probably start seeing certain changes. Right? This is what I used to do when I played one-on-one basketball with people, right? Because like let's say I'm playing with Darwin. Darwin, you play ball? You just look like you play ball. So if I was playing a one-on-one with Darwin, right? And I know Darwin is better. In my mind, I'm like, all right, cool. Darwin is better. Chances are, he's probably gonna beat me this one. So let me try to see how close to the target goal I can get to. So if I get 6, then I'll say rematch. I got 7. In my head, I'm like, what? Get it closer. Get it closer. I'm starting to see certain moves. I'm starting to see certain tricks. I'm starting to see what you like to. Oh, you like to go to the right all the time. Okay, cool. Oh, you like to do that all the time. Okay, cool. If I do that with LeBron James, wouldn't I start seeing certain habits? And wouldn't I learn how to do that, right? Learn how to get better? The problem with a lot of you guys is y'all competing with each other. Why not compete with the GOAT? Why not compete with Mike? Why not do that in TOP? Guys, for starters, let me just set this up. Listen, I don't believe in doing it outside of Mike and Kev, all right? So I just want to throw that out there. I'm very loyal to Mike and Kev. I'll never, ever not be loyal to Mike and Kev, all right? So I want to make sure I make that abundantly clear, all right? I'm not like these scrubs. Woo. These scrubs out here that, yo, you gotta do? Yo, man, I gotta do for you, man. You know what I mean? I ain't like these scrubs. All right? To me, my deals are coming from the Diadama brothers. That's where my deals are coming from. Yeah, so why not then compete with Mike? Why? You are aiming too low. I just said that if I play LeBron James, then you guys all said 100% that what? I will lose the game. You said that, right? I will lose, correct? Somebody even said 21-0. The audacity of me to go play one-on-one with LeBron James. Think about that. But if I do that over and over, you said what? If I do it over and over, you said what? That I would get what? Better. I would get better. But you guys are competing with the people on your level. And wonder why it's taking you so long. You're like, what are you, IBO 2 now? Hey man, I'm gonna reach there before you. Well, Mike said, no, we got like 5 markets we'll open up next week. Why didn't you make that your goal? Why didn't you write that down? Can I go deeper? Please. Let me ask you guys a question. I'm going heavy psychological right now. Did anybody in here see Mike go to the field? Yes. Has anybody in here, without his brother, witnessed Mike go to the field? Think about that. Have y'all thought about that? I guarantee a lot of y'all never thought about that. I'm gonna tell you what, Mike went to the field, of course we all know that. Because you can't be so good than just not be like one of the best salespeople on the field. But we've never seen it. We've never seen it. We've heard. Just like how we heard from the prophets of old. We've never seen it, but we've heard. So think about this. Mike's journey throughout his whole direct sales, he has ups and downs. He was on the field for a period of time, dominated the field. Storyline, right? You guys heard this, right? Dominated, number one person in there in the office, right? New York was the number one office in the country, and he was the number one agent in the office. Simple math in my head, number one agent in the country. Right. Right? 22 years old, became what? Millionaire, we all know the story, right? And then now he started building this beautiful company called what? TOP Marketing Group. And also TOP Marketing Group went to highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows. But you know what's the beautiful thing about this? And this wasn't even my point, but you know what's the beautiful thing about the lows of TOP? Let me tell you what is so great about the lows of TOP. Because TOP went through several lows. But they were able to bounce back so faster because the leader like always elevated his thinking. A lot of you guys go through lows. Is it true? Like you'll lose a market and then you will literally like spend the next 2 years trying to figure out how to build that market back? Right? Went through lows, went through lows, went through lows, went through lows, highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows, have not hit the field in years. He is now moving to having one of the number one, if not the number one direct sales company in the country. He is doing things at high levels. Believe me when I say that he is the standard of this industry. All right, don't listen to those other comps. All right, those competitors are doing chants that he made like 10 years ago. All right, don't listen to those. Don't listen to them. But listen to this. Why didn't y'all think? How in the world is this guy able to build such a large organization all across the country after the beginning of W3 movements went through a major low in the company and was able to bounce back fast and have all you guys sitting out here making all this money? What is that? What is that and how can I possess that? Money's a what? Money's a what? Mindset. Money's a mindset. This is what I want to start sharing with you guys right now. Remember I said up there, it's not necessarily what you do, it's not necessarily what you do, it's what you what? What you know. Right? He obviously knows something that allows him to do what? To be able to take, like literally guys, I mean this wholeheartedly, like every last person can quit in here and I guarantee come back 1 year later and Mike has a whole team like you guys right back in here. I want to show you guys something, 6 stages in terms of direct sales. And this is kind of what I want to park you guys. I was talking to Carlos about this the last time I was in his office, to understand what you need to do in order for you to kind of level up to that level of thinking, right? So listen, we all do the same campaigns, right? We all do the same campaigns, but there's 6 levels in this sales industry that we're in. 6 levels. 6 levels, right? The first level is the sales rep. Now, obviously, there's different terminologies, but just take it for what it is for this meeting, right? First is a sales rep. The sales rep, their thought process is to do what? Their thought process is to go to the field, to get sales, to make what? Money. That is the thought process of the sales rep. The sales reps get the campaign, and their thought process is do what? I'm gonna go now, take this campaign, go to the field and what? And do sales and make money. Then you have trainers. Trainers. The trainer's mindset is what? To hire what? Sales reps to go to the field to make what? Money. So sales reps is probably going to make probably an average of let's put some numbers to this right here. Sales reps is probably going to make an average of 40 to 80,000 a year. Trainers probably go around from 80 to what? 150,000. Cool. Trainer's mindset is what? I'm gonna go hire sales reps, and the sales reps is gonna go to what? The field and what? Then we have managers. Now obviously we don't use that word anymore, but just for the sake, we have the managers now, right? Their thought process is very simple, right? Their thought process is I need to hire what? Trainers that hire what? Reps. Sales reps that goes to the field to make what? Money. Managers right here probably make around 150,000 to maybe even 500,000 a year. Different thought process now, right? Managers, boom. I gotta hire a whole bunch of trainers, gotta get a whole bunch of people out there, and they're gonna train sales reps, and now the sales reps are gonna go produce sales, and I'll make what? A certain level of override. And then from there, you have what? You have now the business owners. Business owner says what? I need to hire what? Managers that hires what? Trainers that hires what? Sales reps to go to the field to make what? Money. Same program, same campaign, different thinking, right? So business owners saying, okay, cool, I need to hire a whole bunch of managers, they're gonna get a bunch of trainers, they're gonna get a bunch of sales reps, we're gonna make a whole bunch of money, and then this is like around 500,000 and up. Then we got vendors. Vendors say what? I gotta get a whole bunch of what? Business owners that says I gotta get a whole bunch of what? Managers that get a whole bunch of what? Trainers that get a whole bunch of what? Sales reps that goes to the field and what? This right here, vendors right here, probably makes what's the numbers I put on this right here? 5 mil probably and up. Then we got what? The client. The client says what? I gotta get a whole bunch of what? Vendors that gets a whole bunch of what? Business owners that get a whole bunch of what? Managers that get a whole bunch of what? Trainers that get a whole bunch of what? Sales reps. And they're probably thinking 5 million. Or did I say 5 million? Sorry. Did I say 5 million? I'm so sorry. Not 5 million. Did I say 5 million? That's so weak for them. I think I put like 300 mil or something. 300 mil up probably. I don't know. I never looked at the client's books. I'm quite sure it's close to that bill mark probably. Differences is in what? Differences in what? Mindset. So I can take the same program and I operate differently than you. Not because I'm better than you, it's because I'm thinking differently than you.
Teaching good.
Because I'm processing this a little differently than you are processing it. While you might be thinking, I just got to get a whole bunch of trainers, I guarantee TOP is not thinking that.
Wow.
That's not how they process this campaign. Can I go a little deeper, guys?
Yeah.
Can I do it? All right, cool. All right, let's go. You ready? You ready for this one? All right, cool. So obviously, like a lot of you guys probably say, well, John, obviously, John, if you think about it, the higher you go up, of course, they're gonna make more money, John, because there's more money that's gonna be paid out to them on the deal. Anybody thought that? Right? Because obviously if you get started off with like $1 or $2 or $3 or $4 here, right? Then probably here you probably have what, $15, whatever it is, right? Whatever, like you guys thought about that, right? Like of course these guys at the top make more money, correct? Yeah. Well, let me stretch you a little bit, guys. Did y'all realize that these guys right here in these positions probably make around the same amount of money that you guys make in this position? Y'all not ready for me today. I just realized y'all weren't ready for me today. But did y'all realize that your starting positions is probably what they are keeping in the last positions? So your $4 that you're making in the beginning is their $4 that they're keeping. I declare, oh snap, we both got 4, but why does yours look a little bit bigger than mine's? Can we do it again? I declare, we got 4, but you still grabbing my pile. We both got 4. You still grabbing my pile. How is that possible? Well, here's a very simple truth. Mike's 4 allows him to have a Bentley. Mike's 4 allows him to travel the world. Kev got cars, a great family. They have wealth that they're passing back on to people and donating to nonprofit organizations and just living a great life. And your 4 is having a hard time paying the car note. Very different, because it's not necessarily about the money, guys. This is the reason why y'all see a lot of these guys in this industry, they try to cheat the thought process of the mindset and try to jump into these positions. That's why they leave some of you guys to go get the higher deal and think that they're gonna be like Mike and Kev. Fam, you can make the same amount as me. Make even more. Wow, somebody offered you more money than me. I'm so happy for you. Watch me in Dubai next month. Money is a what?
Mindset.
Man, you could, what's $1,000 times your inability to hire somebody again? Like, so that means under the TOP system, you sucked. You weren't that good, fam. You were barely hanging it all. Mike was just gracious to promote you on stage a lot. But all of a sudden, because you don't want to do the same work, and what I mean by the same work is the same work, you want to cheat it and go grab a deal and wonder why you will be on the field trying to recruit other people's guys, or other people's work, or other people's efforts.
Talk about it.
Because you can't even build it yourself. This is good stuff right here, man. I don't know. How much time I got? So, your 4 times by 500 sales a week is what? $2,000 a week. That's how we start you off. Very exciting. We promote you on stage. Tomorrow you're going to get the checks. We're going to give you the awards. We're going to call you a 6-figure earner. Mike and Kev's 4 is times by 50,000 plus sales a week. It's a difference. It's a difference. 50,000 plus sales a week is what? 200? Why aren't you thinking like that? The very moment you make override, and I heard this is the override room, right? Because I'm here to talk overrides, right? This is override room, this is big money players, right? This is money, this is ballers, shot callers, right? Right? Do you guys do that? We got the high rollers, heavy hitters, sharpshooters, money makers, big time springers. We still say that? Right? No? We don't say that, no? All right, we used to say that. Right? So this is the ballers, right? The very moment you pass into an override level, you have the ability to become a millionaire. Is this true? You just think too small. Jay-Z says that what? You think small, I think biggie. Right? I don't got no. Do I even have this? Is this? Okay, cool. So listen, let me help you guys out with the mindset that we need. All right, can we do that for a second? Yes, sir. All right, cool. So when you start realizing that it's literally the same program, different mindsets, this is why I always stress getting with a mentor and shutting up. I guarantee if you get around people like Mike, get around people like Kev, get around people like Sam Hill, Darwin, these guys that are talking, they're not talking about hiring the next rep. I guarantee you, I probably can ask Sam right now, he probably don't know all the names of everybody on his team at this point. Some of y'all can quote every name on your team. You're thinking too small. When Kevin Carlos called me and they say, hey, do you have a guy name? This is a guy name. It's a guy name. In the beginning though, when I got hired, we knew that guy name and face. Now it's like, there's a guy named Will in your office? And now I'm like, Will? Which office? You got to get to that point where you think it's so big. So let me help you guys out real fast. I had an epiphany, and how long do I have? Okay, cool, let's do this in 20 minutes. I had an epiphany, right? I had an epiphany that changed my whole entire life. Let me help you guys out real fast. This literally shifted everything for me. This allowed me to cross over that million mark, and now I can guarantee that everybody in here will do that same thing. I had an epiphany that I was going too small. I was aiming too small. Tomorrow I'm going to talk to you guys about my story of how I lost everything and the mindset that I learned. And the things that I've learned in that process, right? But one of the things I learned, I came back to Cleveland, right? So I'm gonna go start a movement in Cleveland. We're gonna start a movement out there, right? This was my thought process. And literally I was out there, I was working the different programs that we have, and I was making good money for myself. I was doing decent things, but I wasn't really getting to that next level. And I was thinking too small. Have anybody played Monopoly? Right? All right, cool. So y'all remember Monopoly, right? All right, don't play me because I'll snake you guys, all right? So that's one of the games I don't lose in. So in Monopoly, right? Now you guys know you got the blues right here, right? The Orientals, right? Vermont, you got the greens over here, right? Marvin Gardens, right? St. James Place, right? Park Place, right? You guys know that, right? When do you feel the most confident when you're playing Monopoly? Somebody said when you pass the goal and collect $200, oh, I'm in church. Oh, trust me. Oh no, that's not it. Come on, what if you roll a 4 from that? You go into income tax, you gotta give the $200 back. You ain't feeling confident getting a paycheck. Do y'all feel confident getting a paycheck?
Oh, when you
that ain't it.
When you roll the dice.
When you have some hotels on the board. All right, good. Great question. That'll be a great answer. When you have some hotels on the board, I guarantee you, there's many times that I bought like the first 3 blues, right? Because I love those blues, right? Like the Connecticut, the Vermont, Oriental, right? I love those things right there. Those are my starter packs, right? So I get those right there, $100 per house, easy. Let's go. Let's do this. It's like it's $50. I think my hotel's there. You said I feel the most confident, correct? Ooh, but I'm still kind of scared though. Cause Kev got Park Place and Boardwalk, and you know Kev got Park Place and Boardwalk. His hotels and my hotels is looking very different. When do I feel the most confident? Huh? Well, you own your own space. I already own the space. I own the blues. Oh, the board? Oh, when I'm on my own space. Yeah, of course. But I'm still having fear.
When you buy their property.
When you own the most property.
When I own majority of the board. Let me tell you guys clearly, if you play Monopoly, you know if I own the blues, the yellows, the greens, the reds, and Kev got the hotels on Park and Broadway, but I got hotels all around the board. Just roll the dice, man. Just roll. Oh, I owe you 2,000 right now? Okay, cool. Okay, here goes my 2,000. Right? You're gonna roll the dice, you're gonna what? Come right back around and do what? Land on my property, and the money I just gave you, you're gonna do what?
Come right back.
Give it right back to me, and all of a sudden, when you start seeing the hotel turn into 4 houses again, that's a good feeling, right? And the 4 goes to 3, the 3 goes to 2. Let me tell you what's happening. The problem is that you guys are relying only on one market. So that's the problem. That's the reason why you're still operating in fear. You are still only thinking about adding the one person in your market. That was me. Until I had to have a real one-to-one with myself and say, John, why not own the board? Why not figure out a system where I can have people positioned in multiple markets? So when you're talking about the cold up north, John, I ain't going front, man. That team up north, man, they don't like that cold. But I got 30 other markets, though. It's a different feeling. It's a different feeling when you roll the dice and you pass my house over here all the time. But you ain't gonna pass it over there or over there. I thought about this, I said, oh wow, this is very simple in my head. I'm aiming too small, I'm trying to add one market. I need to add market after market after market after market. This is the reason why we start telling people in my organization that what is your target market goal? It's a question that we ask all the time. What's your target market goal? I had to shift their whole thinking. What is your target market? How many markets are you trying to get into? Because remember, the people at this position right here, they're not thinking adding the rep. You're thinking about spreading their campaign through the what? Markets. The more markets, is the more what? It's the more money. Very simple stuff in my head. I said, okay, cool, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, right? And we have a slogan that we say in the offices. We say, make a little off of a lot. That's what we say. Make a little off a lot. You're supposed to start off small, end off small. Oof, man, this is such a good teacher. I'm about to pay myself. You're supposed to start small and end off what? Small. Right? So I make a little of a lot. So I start in Cleveland and I work my systems here in Cleveland, right? I have my systems down to a T where I start knowing the amount of averages that I need in terms of the amount of interviews that comes in. I have a number that I came up with, that if you have 6+ interviews that come into your office every single day, you are beginning in momentum phase. 6+ is the number I give all the guys. I say, if you want to start momentum in your location, 6+ interviews, 6+ interviews starts seeing some level of traction. Of course, you have to interview properly. We did talk about interviews earlier today, right? Hope you guys took notes on that, because if you're not interviewed properly, your law of averages are going to be off, right? Does that make sense? Right? You can't interview, like, I told the guys, Danielle, I told you guys to interview like who? You. Like John. This is literally in our manual. It says, interview like John. Ain't that real bossy, right? Interview like John. Why? Because I'm like, until your average is better than my averages, don't interview like you. Until you can get them in better than me, interview like me. Because I'm thinking about duplication, right? If I can get everybody interviewing the same way as me, right? So Carlos is in the office here. Carlos is the man. Carlos is doing his thing. But his thinking is like, whoever is my right-hand man, or whoever that is, I gotta get them to doing exactly the same thing. Mike just talked about, how to run a morning meeting. Why is he teaching you how to run a morning meeting? Because he does it well. The best. The best. I used to stand there studying him, just looking at it. And the thing is, since you guys are leaders, the thing I used to study is not only what he's saying, how is he saying it? Why is he saying it? How does he get people to go so excited like that? Man, we were all dead just a while ago, and Mike just walked in the room, and all of a sudden we want to run. Right? When I used to listen to Kev goes very psychological. I used to be like, yo, how does Kev allow you to rethink your whole life just because you didn't hit the bell today? We used to walk out of Kev's office like this sometimes, like, we are not men. Oh, Jesus Christ. And we would go out there and make it happen. They're teaching you on how to do what they do. That's all that's happened this week. So that it can create what? Greater levels of what? Duplication. Are you doing that in your organization? If not, then you are really struggling. Right? So if I can get 6 interviews in, like every single day, that 6 interviews probably gives me 6+, that gives me some level of momentum that equals into some type of sales. The thought process I had, the epiphany that I had, is that if I had like let's say I had an energy team, and I had a ACP team, and I put like recruits out there, it still averages out to around the same interviews. I need to find somebody in multiple different areas. This is my homework. This is what I do on this board. Which is my board? This is my board. Y'all need to go buy board. If you're not doing this at your house all the time, you're not going to make no money next year. And when I say no money, I'm talking about millions. Because to me now, Jesus, imagine me talking like this. This is great. Like, you don't even start off. To me, the start is a mill. The start off is a mill. Your goal should start off with a what? Start off with a mill. Should start off with a mill. Not when everybody's making mills. You want me to start off with 100,000? All right, cool. So if I have 6 interviews coming in here, I got 6 coming in all these different areas right here. Guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, boom, 12, 72 interviews. That's 12, right? 5 and 3. You guys get the math, whatever. It's 100 something, whatever. Different than my first 6, correct? Correct? Yes. I started off with 6. Now I got 72 interviews coming in my organization. My organization is leapfrogging now. Leapfrogging. And not because I am the smartest. It's because my strategy is not sales rep or trainer strategy anymore. When I'm writing my goals, I'm not writing my goals as a trainer. Looking to add 1 person this week. What I'm doing is taking whatever system that we have right now and figuring out, how do I take this system, even if my organization is doing 2 to 3 interviews a day, how do I take 2 to 3 interviews a day and duplicate that bad boy? Because 3 interviews a day sucks, but 3 interviews a day times 20 markets It's different. Right now, you have elevated yourself without even thinking about it. Like, you're already moving at a much higher speed. You're not onboarding one or two. We got so many people in the onboarding process right now. You might lose some money in this time. You might lose some money. You got to work out systems. Thank God TOP has one of the best systems in this industry. Give TOP a round of applause for this. So listen, y'all, man, to be like the back office of TOP is probably a goal that everybody wants. That's the engine that they have to get things moving. That's the way it is. That should be your goal. How do I create such a back office engine? So that was a major epiphany I had. I said, you know what, John? You have to be able to put yourself in a position where you cannot duplicate yourself into multiple different regions right now, which means that majority of my time I am thinking about looking for the right person that can help me do what? Open up a market. Every day, I need to find the right person that might be the person to help me do what? Open up another location. And if it's not you, it might be somebody you know. That means I have to spend my time training you. That means, like, you see these things that TOP do for you guys should be doing many versions of this in your location. Many. Your office should have at least one day of training like this. It might be just 5 of you guys. Get the board out and say, all right, guys, let's go. Take some of the manuals that they gave you. Say, all right, let's go. Let's teach how to do interviews. Let's do it. Boom, let's see the results of that. Boom, let's do that. Let's see the results of that. Let's see, and keep stats of all of it and figure out how to go to the next market. You guys receiving this? Yes. Is this a little too intense? No. All right, cool, I hope not. I got one more thing for you guys that I'm gonna leave in 4 minutes, all right? So when I learned this, I realized $1 million is oh my God. $1 million? Y'all want to celebrate me for making $1 million? Let me show you guys something. Can I show y'all something? Oh my goodness gracious. Let's close out with this. Y'all want to celebrate me making $1 million? All right, cool. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all how y'all should not celebrate me. Let me show you why I am not the big boy in front of the room. I'm not the big boy in front of the room because I'm hanging around big boys. Why is that important? I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of you guys love the notoriety. Y'all love the look at me. Is that what y'all say? Notice me, right? My thing is, I want to be the small fish in the room. Kev can ask you. I'll be walking to Kev sometime like, yo, Kev, how much y'all make? Be honest with me, man. Talk. I just want to hear the number. Just give me the number. I want to know if I could go 1-on-1. I know I'm gonna lose right now. I know I'm gonna lose. But yo, how can I work my goal towards that though? How can I process and think on that high level of thousands of agents on a payroll? Let me show y'all why $1 million is not nothing. Number one, you start off with the goal with $1 million. If you guys don't have a goal writing course, go online. I have a goal writing course. This is a shameless plug, right? So I start off with $1 million, right? And literally the first thing I say to myself is, okay, cool, $1 million, divide that by what, 52 weeks out of the year. Right, somebody get a calculator, help me out with this real fast. I know it's like 19,000 something. $230? All right, cool. So divide that by, let's divide it by 5.5. I saw Mike do 5.5 one day. I just took it. All right, 5.5.
3,496.
3,000 what?
496.
496. All right, so that's still dollars. Let's divide that by like around 8. Around 8, right? That's on the paper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's do it. Let's actually do like let's do lower than 8. Just because you might give up Let's go with 5, right? Divide 3,496 by 5.
700.
How much?
It's like 699, but 700.
All right, 700. Let's divide that. Let's divide that by the amount of the average of an agent that would do in a day. What's the average that an agent would do? 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7.5. Do 7.5. 93 what?
33.
94. Let me tell you guys, on a $5 override, 94 agents doing 5.5 days a week will get you what? So we will ask you guys on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you about that? Y'all would say 10. The answer is no, you're not 10. Because what you guys would do is leave the board right there and not do anything else. Do you guys know that I just did that in like less than a minute? Y'all think that's writing goals? That ain't it. The work now starts. How the hell do I? Oh, Jesus, I can't say hell. How to say hell? Do I get 94 agents? That's where the work starts. That's where your strategy starts. What? Like how many markets is 94 agents? How many markets per how many people per market? Like on average? 20, 30? See, I love TOP. Look at TOP numbers, man. I gotta hang out with these guys every morning, man. Average is 20. I'm done anyway. All right, so 20, right? Divide that by 20. $94 divided by 20 is? 5?
4.7. 4.7.
5 markets. Target market go. Target market go. 5 markets. Scale of 1 to 10. How serious about this? Oh, I'm a 10. If you're a 10, guys, next year, every last one of you guys should be $1 million earners. Yes, thank you. If you're a 10, your homework is to create momentum from now to the end of this year to set up yourself for next year to make sure that you are making $1 million next year. Positive!